David Peterson got the same surgery as you, had a similar injury. Have you guys gotten to speak now that you're here and just kind of like talk to him about like, oh, what was your recovery like? How did they get you back?
Yeah, that was kind of the big reason why, I chose to come to the Mets was of the medical staff, the technology, the pitching lab, David Peterson having the same surgery. So I know this medical staff was very familiar with the surgery and the process and the rehab and the recovery. Got to talk to PD, especially a few days ago. We just sat down in the training room and, just kind of talked about what he was feeling at the time, what I'm feeling now. And it's super helpful to have a guy like that in the same position. And so I'm super excited just to get back out there and feeling good where I'm at.
Hey, welcome to Meet at the Apple. I'm Vito Calise. That's Jonathon Barron. We're here with AJ Minter. Last time we were talking to AJ Minter, you riled up half of New York.
Right? Out of nowhere.
We didn't do Gotcha Media.
We went back and watched the tape. I texted Vito. I was like, did we bring this on?
Yeah.
And we went back. We watched the tape. Nope. It was just AJ Minter vibing on the stage.
Hey, I'm fine with it.
And are you going to double down? You triple down? You feel the same way?
Oh,
no regrets.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was funny because I was walking off the stage. My fiance was right there. I was like, did I say anything bad? Like, I didn't think I did. And she was like, oh, yeah, you did.
It's Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
Did you see I made a clip that we put up on the Mets page where I showed Frankie and Clay and their faces because they're both, you're sitting next to two former Yankees.
That didn't cross my mind.
And they just literally just sat there and were like, but good news, Frankie came in here, sat in that seat, and he followed you up, doubled down, and said, yeah, I've been telling people for years that this is the real team in New York.
Come on. It's time to people start realizing it.
All right, so since we're just having fun, disparaging, Mr. Met and Blooper, who wins in a fight?
I haven't been around Mr. Met too much, so I still gotta see what he's about.
What does Blooper bring to the table in a fight situation?
He is probably his creativity.
He's goofy,
like a Wile E. Coyote situation. Like he can make some weapons, like some products, some contraptions.
Yeah,
dig a hole.
He has his whole posse with him, so it might be outnumbered.
What's his posse?
He has his own team that works with him.
Mr. Met.
Mr. Met's got
he has bodyguards. And
yeah, so does Mr. Met.
Really? Okay.
Mr. Met runs deep.
Okay.
He does.
So let's talk about just some serious stuff, just recovery. How's your hip feeling? How's it been getting out here and throwing some lives and just getting ready for the season?
Yeah, hip feels really good, actually. I'm really happy the way I'm at right now. Got off the mound for the 4th time yesterday. It's all about just not overdoing it. And, I got to take this thing slow. Of course, I want to go out there and, impress everyone and being the new guy, but I got to be smart about this. And it's not about, it's just about being healthy at the end of the season and getting ready for the postseason.
Being the new guy, you walked in for the first day. The social media team had you guys fill out a little questionnaire thing. You held it up. Your favorite food? Fried deer steak.
Yeah, y'all never had it?
I've never even heard of that.
Do you have any you can make us?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Do you want to go kill a deer or like?
So I was going to ask, is that the process? Like, is it fresh game that you're going out and you're hunting, and then I guess you're filleting that bad boy up? What's the process like to get a little fresh deer steak?
I would say the best part of the deer, in my opinion, is the back strap. You want to get right along the spine and get the back strap off of it, and you fry it up and put it in a skillet, and it's good eating.
The white meat or the dark meat? Which one's better on the deer?
Sounds like a dark meat thing.
I mean, it all tastes the same when you fry it up. So,
what's the protein like? How are the macros on deer?
I couldn't tell you that. It's probably not. I mean, deer is definitely venison is definitely good for you. But when you fry it, I mean, then you're flirting with a little bit of not so good.
A little cheat day. Never hurt anybody. Today's a cheat day for us, honestly.
Yeah.
You also had JB Moss on there as your favorite player, and a lot of people were wondering about JB Moss. So.
Yeah, we went to high school together. He was kind of the big reason why I went to Texas A&M. He was a stud growing up. Everyone was recruiting him. He actually, pretty early on, freshman, sophomore year, A&M was in on him big time. And I didn't really have I was kind of a late bloomer. Didn't really have a lot of schools looking at me. And JB actually got me to come on his summer ball team. And that's when he told A&M, hey, you got to come check out my friend. Sure enough, they came and watched. I did really good. We went on our visit together at Texas A&M. And then the next day, we both looked at each other, and he said, this is where we want to be. And we both went to A&M together, room together. I got drafted my junior year by the Braves, so I left. JB stayed for his senior year, and then JB got drafted by the Braves his senior year. So we got to play a little bit of minor league ball together. And it was full circle. And JB, unfortunately, he's done playing and working in Dallas. But in just high school to college to professional ball, it was a dream come true, and we're still best friends to this day.
At Amazin Day, you got to meet a bunch of guys on the team, but that's like a pretty quick. You guys are just walking in and out. Here's the place where you actually get to know each other for the first time. David Peterson got the same surgery as you, had a similar injury. Have you guys gotten to speak now that you're here and just kind of like talk to him about like, oh, what was your recovery like? How did they get you back?
Yeah, that was kind of the big reason why I chose to come to the Mets was of the medical staff, the technology, the pitching lab. David Peterson having the same surgery. So I know this medical staff was very familiar with the surgery and the process and the rehab and the recovery. Got to talk to PD, especially a few days ago. We just sat down in the training room and, just kind of talked about what he was feeling at the time, what I'm feeling now. And it's super helpful to have a guy like that in the same position. And so I'm super excited just to get back out there and feeling good where I'm at.
Going back to your comments from Amazin Day, one of your former teammates in the Braves bullpen, another fellow lefty, last name starts with an M, Matzek, signed with the Yankees.
Yep.
Have you and Tyler spoken, and did he ask you, hey, did I maybe make the wrong choice coming to the Bronx instead of the Queens?
No, I texted him and told him congrats, and he's in a great spot. Especially they don't really have too many lefties, so it's a good spot for
him and Tim Hill, I think.
Yeah.
We're not going to break down the Yankee bullpen. We'll talk about the Met bullpen. We don't
Not
care
too
about
many
their
lefties,
bullpen.
no beards. What's the point of being over there?
Right.
No fun.
No, but obviously me and Matzek, good friends, and I want nothing but the best for him. And so it was good to see him, land in a good spot where I think he's going to be appreciated.
Now let's talk about this bullpen. A really strong unit. Last year, late in the season, this team really, really got a lot out of the bullpen. We've heard that a lot of vibes are down there in the bullpen. We know some guys throwing their hats, calling home runs. I think Drew Smith's the big one. And Drew will talk about that in a second. But size up this bullpen as far as the baseball goes.
Yeah, I think it's just being from the opposite side my whole career, especially in that Citi Field. The bullpens are right next to each other. So just got to, interact with those guys, and they seem like a really good group. Just seem like a really fun group. And that's what you have to be in the bullpen. You have to keep things light. You got to keep things fun. We're kind of our own little team down there, own little brotherhood, and it's a grind. You got to truly have each other's back. My job when I come in, I'm trying to, pick up the guy who handed the ball to me. And same thing, I'm trying to, hopefully give Edwin a clean inning, and he doesn't have to come in and clean up my mess. So it kind of goes back and forth. You're fighting for each other, and also you're there to kind of compete at the same time. You want to bring the best out of each other and kind of one up each other.
Mentioned Drew Smith. You had a funny interaction with him on Instagram. I think it was during the NLCS.
I saw someone brought that up.
Yeah, when he said he was going to watch the game, and he was obviously recovering from Tommy John, and you responded with, "I'll bring the beers, brother." Fellow Texan, do you and Drew go way back?
We do. We actually go back at, I think it was like the age of 10 years old. We played select ball growing up in Dallas area on the Dallas Apaches, and so me and Drew definitely go way back, and it's really cool just to see our dads, continue to talk to each other. And so I've always rooted, for Drew, especially when we played against the Mets. And but yeah, it's really cool just to be teammates now.
Have you thought about your bullpen entrance? We were talking about the bullpen before, but have you thought about the light show that will be going off at Citi Field? Because you've been there on the other side of it, but now you get to have it pumping you up.
That's right. Yeah, definitely excited. These fans, they definitely get rowdy. So I'm excited to get out there, and I don't know if I'm going to change my walkout song or not. I think I got to change it.
What is it right now?
It's Halftime by the Yin Yang Twins. So
I had a feeling you were a hip hop guy. I feel like everyone assumes country, but I was like, no, this man's a hip hop guy.
Yeah,
That's offensive.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
I'm more of I like to, please the crowd. I want to get those people pumped up because it makes me perform better. I don't want to go out there in some slow song and, not get juiced up. I feed off adrenaline and feed off the crowd. So I want to get them, first of all, get them pumped up for sure.
I got some nicknames I want to throw at you real quick. Get your opinion. Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile?
Yeah.
I think I'm passing on that one.
Double Mint.
I can work with that.
Spearmint.
That's probably the the best one out of the
Minty
three.
fresh.
Okay, that's you're going from worst to best, and that's in the exact
They
order.
did it on purpose.
So Minty fresh. We're going with Minty fresh.
Minty
Man's a
fresh.
sales, this man's a salesman.
All right. Well, Minty fresh. It was great having you on the podcast. It was a fun conversation.
Keeping it mint.
New York Mets, best team in New York, little brother over in the Bronx. Thank you guys for listening. I'm Vito Calise. That's Jonathon Barron. That's Minty Fresh. See you next time at the Apple.
Let's go Mets.